Good morning, Dakota Ridge, and welcome back to our semi-bi-weekly, maybe monthly, we're not sure yet show. Our hybrid classes began in September, and everyone seems to be getting used to it. Sanitizer, mask, temperature checks, AB schedule, we're already a third of the way through the semester. Even football started a new normal, 7-on-7 practice. Let's take a look at what Coach Woj had to say about the process.
7-on-7 football is where it's just the quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, linebackers, and defensive backs, and it's an all-pass league. It's one-hand touch. There's no pads. There's no blocking. There's no tackling, and just gives you a chance to work on your offensive pass game and your defensive pass coverages. Other than the linemen and the physical contact and blocking and tackling and putting together a game plan and preparing for a season, this is just kind of work some kids in, work some different skills, try some stuff out, what works good coverage-wise, maybe a new pass concept, see how that works. So the biggest difference is there's no pads and you're not really game planning. Well, I think we're going to get a chance to look at some of the younger kids because we play a JV and a freshman schedule along with a varsity schedule. I think it's going to help us add to depth. So, we pretty much are set on who kind of starters are, but, we're not sure who immediate backups are going to be if somebody would get injured or not be able to play. So, I think that's a good chance for some of those younger kids to showcase their skills for us. We have a skill set of kids. I mean, we're good football players. We got good students, but ultimately I think it needs to be the brotherhood and the team chemistry, playing together, trusting each other. Our football program is based on 3 core values of family, which means forget about me, I love you, trust, and love. And I think if we could get those 3 things together and not play selfish football, then I think we could do great things.
Football is back in the swing of things, but that doesn't mean everyone is able to play outside. Some of us are stuck at home for our entertainment. So why not watch a few movie classics? I've got a review on one of my personal favorites. Hey there, Dakota Ridge. I hope you have all been staying safe out there during this quarantine. If you've been up to date with the movie world, you know that there isn't much going on besides Tenet, which I haven't been around to see. Over the quarantine though, I saw a lot of great movies, but which one's the best? Throughout these next few reviews, I'll be giving you a movie from each decade to go over. So today, let's start off with the 70s. Now let me say, it was hard to pick a movie to do for this review, because the 70s has so many classics. You got movies like Alien, Rocky, Taxi Driver, Jaws, Deer Hunter, Apocalypse Now, and Star Wars. However, I don't think any of those movies can compare to the original Godfather. Now if you ask me, this is one of those movies that is just perfect. If you haven't seen the movie, I'll give you a quick spoiler-free rundown before we get started. The movie follows Michael Corleone, a war veteran and son of one of the biggest crime bosses in New York. We follow Michael as he struggles to become the new boss of his family, and as he deals with people who will try to bring him and his family down. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, let me just say that there isn't anything done wrong in this movie. To start off, the performances are spot on. Al Pacino as Michael Corleone has to be one of the best casting decisions in film history. And he's not the only one. Marlon Brando as the Godfather is perfect. With these two alongside a supporting cast of James Caan, Diane Keaton, Robert Duvall, and so many others, it's hard to not get drawn into the movie by their performances. However good these characters are, I don't think they're anything compared to the screenplay. This movie was adapted from Mario Puzo's novel of the same name, and he actually co-wrote the script with Francis Ford Coppola. The writing in this movie is phenomenal. From the moment the first line is said, you are hooked. Everything said blends well together with the story and the feeling of the audience. The writing serves the tone perfectly, and this movie has some of the best lines in film history.
You can act like a man! I'm Mo Green.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business. But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
To add on to this, the cinematography looks really good. This alongside the orangish tint that the movie has really brings you into the movie. The camera angles let us see the action in these beautiful shots, while the orangish tint keeps us in the grittiness of this crime world.
Hey Nick, is there anything wrong with this movie?
Well, I mean the runtime is a little long, just a little, but the second one's even longer. So yes, the runtime is a little long, but don't let that scare you. I really encourage you to go watch this movie. It's one of those movies that you just have to see to understand the impact it had. So before this review gets as long as the actual movie, I'll leave it at this. Go watch this movie. It's great and you won't regret it. And if you have time, the second one's pretty good too. So what would I give this movie? Definite 10 out of 10. 10 cannolis out of 10 cannolis. Let's go get a cannoli.
Technical knowledge.
That's it for today, Eagles. You can find our show on YouTube at DRHS Ridge Review. And for more Dakota Ridge connections, visit the Cord News website for news, features, entertainments, and sports. You'll find them on the DRHS homepage under Campus Life, or go to DRHS Cord News. Until next time, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon.